The book Dreamers is primarily about Yuyu Morales' immigration to the United States and learning to make an unfamiliar place home. The book begins with the birth of her son, which is depicted as a type of unity, and we understand the loving bond between mother and son through imagery such as words like love written on the page and embracing arms. From there, we could see the two traveling to foreign land with minimal possessions. After the two arrive to America, they are left to their own devices to figure out this unfamiliar place, making mistakes along the way. As they become more comfortable in their settings, Morales begins to learn English while her son is also learning to read and write. They seek comfort in the library and use picture books as a means to improve their literary skills. Finally, we are left off with a list of everything they are. Most importantly, they are dreamers. I believe this is a successful book because it depicts a real story that many people are able to relate to, and it definitely helps bring diversity to the reading selection of kids today. Stories like these would definitely help kids who face similar experiences feel valid. Not only is this a very relevant topic, but it's also a very important one. Dreamers has unique illustrations that are incredibly important in the telling of her story. The story included lively and vibrant images to convey the story Morales is telling. The Norman Rockwell exhibition made it apparent that these illustrations were composed of several mediums, including needlework, embroidery, and digital design. Morales' illustrations are more than just mere pictures, but also a reminder of the growth, as art was a skill she had revisited once coming to America in order to find herself. Some of the consistent illustrations throughout the book include butterflies, swallows, and bats, all of which commonly migrate during cold months of the year. These animals are seen making the journey to America with Morales. The majority of Morales' drawings come full circle and can be seen in the beginning of the book as well as the end, but with different perspectives. For example, in the beginning of the story, Morales can be seen packing away the sun into her bag, among other things. This could be a metaphor for the way that she was feeling during her immigration to America and how she was feeling during the first few months of her transition. By the end of the story, however, when she learns to trust, the sun is seen escaping her bag. This once difficult journey is finally becoming okay for Morales. The sun is representative of warmth and feelings like happiness, which Morales is now feeling thanks to her newfound trust that everything will work out. Another illustration that comes full circle is love written out 3 times. In the beginning, it reads, "Amor, love, amor." This is obviously meant as a message of love towards her newborn baby. On the last page of the story, this illustration reads, "We are love, amor, love." This helps show the unity between mother and child throughout the book. I believe this is also meant to show how Morales is learning English and becoming more used to her new settings and more comfortable reading and writing in English. Morales explains that when she was making picture books, her English was still a work in progress, so when she couldn't tell the full story in English, the illustrations helped relay what she had to say. All these illustrations are very imperative and help tell the whole story of Yuyu Morales' immigration. I believe the author's background is quintessential to the importance of this story, as it is a memoir depicting her journey to the U.S. Yuyu Morales, in an interview for Profiles and Perspectives, said that when coming to the country, she had very little choice in long-term decisions. She explained how her language barrier greatly impacted her fate when it came to her immigration, as she did not wish to stay in America for as long as she had to. She explains that she felt unprepared. This is a very relevant idea throughout the book, as we see her struggles, such as only having a few belongings, feeling out of place, and making many mistakes. Another important aspect of Morales' background present in the book is the use of both Spanish and English. Morales explains that the way she writes is unique because of the fact that she is bilingual. Within the book, there is a mixing of Spanish and English, which I've never seen before, and I believe this is very important and definitely helps diversify media that children consume. This mixing of languages also helps to show representation within children's books today. Morales' experience with learning English is another part of her personal life that is very reflective with the picture book. She was first inspired to create picture books because while her son was learning to read, she was also learning English. So one of the means to do this was through the picture books.
So picture books were very, very important to me. One, because they were beautiful, because I love them, because they had illustrations and images that were amazing to me. Oh, I wanted to make some just like the ones I saw in those books.
She recalls the role picture books played in her life and wishes to recreate that feeling for others. Yuya Morales' background is very present within her writing of Dreamers.